Okay, you guys are not going to believe this, but this is the third time that I am attempting to do this message. The first time, a phone call interrupted. The second time, the power went out on my computer and I had to plug it in. So they say third time's a charm. Let's see if that's true. It's Dr. E with a good word for you today. And I have described today as a very productive and very positive day. Every challenge that I faced, I overcame with grace and dignity, and I felt really proud of myself. I accomplished everything, almost everything I wanted to accomplish, and started my day off well, ended my day off well because I got to engage with students. And for me, that's what being an educator is all about, guiding our students in this journey of teaching and learning, and just hearing all of the delightful things that they have to say and all the funny stories that they tell and all the compliments that they pay to Dr. E. It is a true joy. And then when I came home, I got another shot of joy. Lincoln had cut the grass. And when I got out of the car, I could smell the fresh cut grass. And it reminded me of the Action for Happiness action step today, which is take time to look for things that inspire awe and wonder. And I thought, yes, this fresh cut grass, the smell of it, the look of it inspires awe and wonder in me. And definitely a sense of gratitude for my son Lincoln, who has taken on the role of making sure that the grass is always nice and neat and manicured and looking good. And I had a brief moment of feeling guilty that Lincoln has taken on this role of caregiver to a certain degree. But the reality is that I've always had someone in my life who's wanted to take care of me. And I thought to myself that it must be an honor to him to take care of the person who has taken care of him his whole life. And, it's bittersweet, as they say. It's sweet because I'm so happy for Lincoln and I'm so proud of him as he gets ready to move on to another city and state and continue his studies as a grad student. But then it's also bitter because I'm going to miss my baby. He's 23 years old, and I have so enjoyed being his mother and his caregiver and his teacher and his friend and his confidant, all of those wonderful things. But I know that greatness is in store for him. And so all of that inspired awe and wonder for me. And I got to talk to a former coworker of mine who has moved on to become a principal, and I'm so proud of him. And we got to reflect on our time together as assistant principals and next steps. So we're both excited about the new things that come into our lives. But today's message, which kind of relates to Lincoln being a baby and babies in general. The quote is about babies not beating themselves up when they make a mistake, like we adults do, and have some sometimes unrealistic expectations for ourselves. They just focus on the goal. And the goal for a baby is something in the room that they want to get. So they're like, hey, I gotta stand up. I gotta make my way across this room to get that thing that I want. And when they fall, they just get back up. They don't beat themselves up. They don't say, man, I shouldn't have failed. By now, I should know how to walk across this room. They don't even know those words to even say it. They just remember the goal and they keep working until they reach it. And so that's our message today. Focus on the goal and keep getting up until you reach it. And don't let anything deter you from that. And don't let anyone else's story deter you from that or change what your focus is, because you know what's best for you. You do. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't. No matter how many mistakes you think you've made in life, you know what's best for you. So always, always, always believe in that. And the song that I chose for today, because yesterday's Action for Happiness action step was to think about a song from long ago that was dear to you and then remember why it was dear to you. And this morning I thought of the song Spread My Wings by Troop. It was the song that I nominated to be the class of 1990s class song. They chose Stephanie Mills' Home, which made no sense to me because we were going to leave home. So Spread My Wings seemed to be the perfect song, but they didn't listen to me. Anywho, that's the song that I chose to share with you guys today. Super duper awesome song. super duper appropriate. Read the email today because it'll tell you all the ways that it is appropriate. But the thing I want you to remember from today's message is that you are enough. You are worthy. You have everything in you you need to achieve any goal that you set for yourself. You just have to believe it and make it so. So, as always, guys, I want to remind you to be kind to yourself and others. And as I've been telling my students in the morning minute, smile. You look better that way. Take care, everyone.